Hello and welcome to this Tuesday edition of Temple Update. I'm Marissa Giletto.
And I'm Chris Abruzzo. Temple has gone through state budget cuts in recent years, and now the school wants more from Harrisburg. Temple University is entering the third fiscal year of flat-rate funding from the state of Pennsylvania. This fall, Temple has requested an additional 5% increase in funds for the next 2 fiscal years. Without additional money from the state over the past few years, Temple has raised tuition, including a 3.69% jump this year. Temple Vice President and Chief Financial Officer Ken Kaiser says Temple would have a lower tuition hike if it gets the money it wants from the state, but he realizes it's a tough sell.
We're requesting a 5% increase, but that doesn't mean we're going to get a 5% increase. So we know over the last 4 years we've requested increases, and the appropriation over that time has been cut 19%. So if we were to get a 5% increase, we know that the tuition increase that would be added on for fiscal 16 would be less.
Kaiser says the funding increase would add millions to Temple's budget.
If we were to receive a 5% increase, that $7 million would be used for the ongoing educational expenses of Temple. You know, do I think we're going to get 5%? Probably not, but quite honestly, after the last, 4 or 5 years, I'd be quite happy if we got, 2 or 3% would be wonderful.
Temple President Neil Theobald will go to Harrisburg in March to make Temple's case for increased funding.
Temple University has organized a group of 9 administrators and professors to form a committee that will address issues surrounding sexual misconduct on campus. The Presidential Committee on Campus Sexual Misconduct looks to examine issues surrounding the topic, such as reviewing current policies, listening to thoughts and views from students, and looking to other universities to see how they handle the issue on their campuses. Within the past 2 weeks, there have been 4 cases of harassment, 3 simple assaults, and 1 aggravated assault. In the last 4 years, there have been 7 recorded cases of rape. Temple's Bell Tower was the meeting place for a pro-Christian rally in Philadelphia. Several members of a Christian organization gave speeches Thursday on various topics. This led to those in attendance shouting out their own points of view. The animated discussion drew a crowd of several dozen students. It included signs, pamphlet handouts, and a Temple University police presence. The rally lasted several hours and no physical altercations were reported.
Fox School of Business Statistics professor Dr. Robert Crafty has received a research grant of $843,000. The National Science Foundation and National Institutes of Health gave Crafty the grant to further his research on analyzing data and finding out how it is collected over time. Crafty is optimistic and appreciative for the grant.
But this is a special call to get statisticians and mathematicians talking with people who have real applications in biology.
Dr. Crafty will work alongside 2 other workers to gather the information they need. Crafty expects the research to take less than 3 years. Temple University's Fox School of Business has been nationally ranked by Entrepreneur magazine. The school's undergraduate entrepreneurship program has been named 11th in the nation, and the graduate program has been ranked at 16th. Both programs are recognized for having the highest amount of mentorship programs for business students. Since last year's reports, the undergraduate program increased by 2 spots and the graduate program jumped 3.
The Howard Gates Student Center was once again the place to be for students looking for work. Temple Career Services held a career fair there on Thursday. Over 83 companies were represented and numerous supervisors and hiring managers attended to answer student questions. Several hundred students came to get information and make connections for possible future careers.
It's an excellent opportunity for our students because every employer here wants to recruit a Temple student. And so once a student graduates, he or she's on their own looking for that job opportunity.
Fair will be held on October 18th in Annenberg Hall.
Yahoo Live is streaming 1 concert live every day for the year, and Yahoo brought its tour to campus last week. Sponsored by Verizon Fios, Yahoo on the Road is touring college campuses throughout the country to promote their new live streaming concert series. Yahoo Live gave away free tickets for Temple students to go to a Tokyo Police Club concert. After students got their tickets, they were able to play games on several phones in the kiosks for a chance to win other prizes.
So we started off by I won a ticket for simply putting in my number, won 2 concert tickets. No idea what the concert is, but won a ticket for a concert. Always a nice thing to have free stuff. And then we played a little game where you had to eliminate blocks from a set of blocks through a connectivity between a tablet and a phone, and I ended up getting available prizes that I might win by the end of tonight, which is a JBL speaker, I believe, or headphones, one of the other.
You can check out the concerts by going to yahoo.com/ontheroad or Yahoo's screen on your smartphone.
The newest addition to the city of Philadelphia is here. The Schuylkill Banks Boardwalk lets bikers, joggers, and walkers take a trip down the Schuylkill River all the way to the South Street Bridge. Schuylkill River Development Corporation is planning for the path to be a 130-mile trail linking Schuylkill County to Philadelphia. As of right now, 60 miles are finished.
Coming up on Temple Update, the homecoming concert at Temple is fast approaching.
We'll tell you how you can get your hands on a ticket.
I'm Bryn, Wassel, and I'll be at the sports desk with your Tuesday scoreboard, updating you on all of your Temple sports.
And I'm Babien. I'll have the weather you can expect for your week ahead.
Temple Update will be right back. Expect a big rap star on campus this weekend for Temple's homecoming. Student Activities and the main campus program board announced that Ludacris will be performing at the Liacouras Center this Saturday night for the homecoming concert. You can still get your tickets at the Liacouras Center box office. They are $20 with a Temple ID and $30 for general admission. The concert begins at 9 o'clock.
Well, Marissa, Temple football might have had a bye, but other Owl teams were fighting for their wins over the weekend.
Let's go to Bryn Wassel, who has everything Temple sports.
Thanks, guys. Well, it was a busy week in sports, and I have your Tuesday scoreboard to fill you in. We begin with women's soccer. The Owls beat Tulsa 3-2 in their conference home opener on Thursday. They tied in a 1-1 double overtime versus Memphis on Sunday at home. They travel to Texas this weekend to play Southern Methodist Thursday and Houston this Sunday. Women's volleyball traveled to Florida this weekend, where they took on the University of Central Florida on Friday and the University of Southern Florida on Sunday. The Owls dropped the American Athletic Conference matchup to UCF on Friday, falling to the Knights in 3 sets. The Owls turned it around versus USF, sweeping the Bulls in 3 sets on Sunday. They play at home this Friday versus Cincinnati and Sunday versus Memphis. Men's soccer fell short to the University of Southern Florida in a 3-0 loss at home this past Saturday at Corbett Stadium. The Owls return home to look for a win against the University of Central Florida this Wednesday at 3 o'clock p.m. The 14th ranked field hockey team traveled to Providence on Friday, where they won 4-3 in an overtime win. The Owls were back at Giese Field on Sunday, where they fell to Penn State in a 2-0 loss. Updates Matt Skull has more details on the game.
It was a battle for supremacy in the state of Pennsylvania on Sunday, as the number 14th ranked Temple Owls took on the number 9 ranked Penn State Nittany Lions. Penn State struck first late in the first period on a penalty corner shot by Taylor Harrell. In the second period, the Owls were able to generate a little more offense with a few counterattacks led by Amber Yutz, but none of their shots could find the back of the net. Laura Gebhardt added one late in the second half to ensure victory for the Nittany Lions. Temple head coach Amanda Janney spoke about the loss and the amazing play from goalie Lizzie Millen after the game.
Team like Penn State, they're ranked in the top 10 for a reason, and they did a great job to try to shut down our attack. We had some really good chances. Second half attack was much better. We had some chances. I thought we scored twice, and that ball just didn't hit the back of the net. So we're getting there, and the team's playing great right now. Unfortunately, it didn't show on the scoreboard today. Yeah, our whole team defense really held strong for the most part. Lizzie's just an amazing goalie. She's making great saves for us to give us a chance to win these big games. So we're happy she's working so hard. She's just super intense, and she always plays her best on big games.
The Nittany Lions were able to get 2 shots past star goalie Lizzie Millen. The Owls hope to bounce back on Friday as they take on Big 5 rival Villanova. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Matt Skull.
That's all we have for sports today, Owl fans. Don't forget to get your tickets for the homecoming football game against Tulsa this Saturday at Lincoln Financial Field at 12 p.m. For all things Temple sports, be sure to follow us on Twitter at @TU_SportsDesk. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Bryn. Coming up on Temple Update, Jane Babien will have what you can expect for your week ahead in weather.
We'll be right back. Wow, lately the mornings have been nice, but the afternoons still feel like summer. Isn't it supposed to be fall?
I know, Chris. This weather is definitely very unseasonal. I just want these colder weathers to start coming for good.
Let's check into the Weather Center with Jane to find out what these temperatures are going to be like. Will they get warmer anytime soon?
Chris and Marissa, there have been a little bit of cooler temperatures in the morning, but during the day, like you said, guys, it starts to feel like summer all over again. However, temperatures are cooling off and you're definitely going to want to pack your umbrellas and rain boots. Today we're experiencing filtering sunlight and small winds of gusts. There is a small chance of rain during the day with a high of 75, but we're definitely expecting rain starting late and continuing throughout the night with a low of 61. Let's take a look at our 5-day forecast to see how things are unfolding for the rest of the week. Tomorrow is going to be cloudy with a high of 75, but the wind would make it feel a little cooler. The skies will be clear at night with a low around 53. The sun comes out for a sneak peek on Thursday with a high of 69. But there is a chance we could get even more rain in the evening with a low of 51. Unfortunately, on Friday, we're looking at rain throughout the day with a high of 67 and a low of 51. But don't let that encourage your homecoming plans. It's going to be partly sunny for the big game on Saturday, so if you plan on attending, you may need that umbrella. If you're starting your tailgate early, don't forget extra layers in the morning. We'll start out cold and we'll end up reaching a high of 68, then tapering off to a low of 59 by the time you get out of the homecoming concert. For latest weather updates, be sure to follow us on Twitter at TU homecoming_weatherwatch. From Temple Update Weather Center, I'm Jane Babien. Back to you guys in the studio.
With fall comes Halloween, and the top costumes are coming from the big screen. According to a survey by the National Retail Foundation, Elsa from Disney's film Frozen is the most popular costume this season. It's estimated that more than 2.5 million kids want to dress up as the Frozen character this year. About 1.8 million kids say they want to dress up as one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The survey also reports that 75 million adults will also dress up for Halloween this year, and the #1 choice of costume is a witch. That's all for Temple's edition of Temple Update. For more news and information, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and TempleUpdate.com.
And tune in to Temple Update live at 10 a.m. on Thursday on Comcast Channel 50 and Verizon Fios Channel 45. For Marissa, Giletto, and the rest of the Update team, I'm Chris Abruzzo. Thanks for watching.